Hey now, it is Sunday, October 9th, and we are on to the autograph analysis of Sam Crawford. Great trivia question. Who is the all-time Major League leader in triples? If you said Sam Crawford, ding, 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 you get a gold star. Because, yes, Sam Crawford, Hall of Famer, is the all-time leader in triples. That was the triples mixed with doubles. I think he may be the one-time the all-time leader in doubles. I'm not 100% sure of that, but definitely still the all-time leader in triples, which is a pretty amazing statistic to think that record is probably over 90 years old now, maybe even over 100 years old now that I think about it. And that just has stand the test of time. It's so rare to hit a triple these days. But when he was playing, a home run was like no big deal. He retired before Ruth probably even swung a bat. Maybe he was swinging with Boston. So, he lived a very long life. He was kind of a recluse. If you ever read Lawrence Ritter's Glory of the Game, which is a great book, I can't recommend it enough. Like Lawrence Ritter was searching for him in California and just happened to run into him. And he talks about how he didn't own a telephone. He owned a TV, but he didn't like using it. And he didn't really like being interviewed. He made appearances from here to there, but he was very, very good signing through the mail. He got finally into the Hall of Fame in 1957. Ty Cobb really pushed for him to get into the Hall of Fame, but they still were never really that good of friends, I guess, is my understanding. So without any further ado, let's take a little bit more look at the autograph analysis of Samuel E. Crawford. So, I mean, we look at the PSA. The thing about Sam Crawford you want to look, and again, unfortunately, his autograph somewhat varied a lot. It's just the most important thing when you're looking for an autograph is of his, you want to see nice flow. Like I said, he signed a lot, except for certain mediums that we'll get into, mainly baseballs, obviously. He's not a terribly rare autograph at all. And so what you want to see is, you want to see for sure a lean to the right, which is kind of tough. Let's look at the next one, the PSA databases. Okay, this is much better. So usually when he signed his full name, Samuel E., the L and the E connected, you want to see that. And usually later in life, you want to look for the flare and the D. If you can see the D here, how it flowed backward. I mean, he was a very prolific writer, as we talked about a little bit earlier. So whenever he got an autograph request, it was common, not always, but common, that he would add stuff to it. Like you see San Diego, California. You put the teams he played with down here. So, again, they're beautiful autographs you're going to see of Samuel Crawford when you go out there. Unfortunately, like I said, he was very good through the mail. A lot of times here, including mine, I'll show it a second, he signed Wahoo Sam. Now, I first heard of Wahoo watching David Letterman's top 10 list from his home office in Wahoo, Nebraska. Same Wahoo. That's where Sam Crawford was from, Wahoo, Nebraska. So he got the name Wahoo Sam. So, again, you're just looking right here. It's a full name, Samuel E. Crawford. So, again, you're looking for the right, no hesitation. A little flare in the D, how it swings out to the left. I mean, the later in life he got, the more common this was. You can see right here. Again, no hesitation to the right. It's tough to describe his autograph. It's more common. What you can see here is just a Sam Crawford, not a Samuel E. Crawford. So, again, you're going to see a break between the M. It doesn't flow to the C. But if it's Samuel E., you should look for a complete flow. Sam Crawford, you're not looking for that as much. Again, sometimes he broke between the S and the A. Sometimes he didn't. It's tough. It's really tough here. I mean, it's just like autograph. You look at it enough times, you get used to it. Again, when he did the Wahoo, you're looking for a straight out line down here. It starts like here and a quick drop down, almost like the V and then around. See how straight V. And I mean, the PSAs to me, they look more common as they go through it, and they all look good here. I mean, there's nothing wrong with PSAs. You can see right here with the Samuel. Again, you got a full name, so you're looking for no breaks, and there are no breaks here with a little flare right here. Again, the common inscription that you're going to see a lot, so it's tough to see that one. Again, here's just a Wahoo Sam. This is kind of weird that he would just sign a Wahoo Sam. But again, this is towards the end of his life. This is a Hall of Fame postcard. My guess is he signed the front of the postcard as well. It's kind of tough to tell right here, but I want to guess he signed both sides of this postcard. And again, it's not terribly rare for a postcard. You'll see, again, this is the full name, Samuel E. Crawford. You're going to see right here. Again, everything goes through the nice loops right here and a little flare with the D. So And again, another one, Wahoo Sam. Okay, so you see this is a Sam, not a full Sam E. And this one's the Wahoo is a little different. But again, the W is still real high. You're looking for the S and the C to pretty much be the highest letters of the entire name. And again, you can see a little flair with the Crawford. And again, he had a nice, beautiful signature his whole life. He had a stroke at the end of his life. But between the stroke and passing away, I think it was age 88 in 1968, there isn't much out there. So before we jump there, again, this is mine right here. This is a postcard. I paid like $250 for him, I wanted to say. And again, you're going to see the full Samuel E. running all the way through right here. The little flares to kind of see here. But again, you can see it to the right. This is a bad picture. Actually, it's a much nicer autograph than this. So again, most all postcards should come from California. That's where he retired to. So in autograph signed during his career is much more rare. Like I said, he became more popular much before that. So if you go to the Heritage right here, you can see like right here, like this is a beautiful autograph. I mean, a really nice autograph. It's like almost like a too good to be true autograph. I don't want to say this sold back in 2000. Let's see, 7 from 1915. Who knows when it was signed without me looking more detail. This sold for $19,000. If real, that's a $19,000 autograph. But again, like even Hall of Fame baseballs that are out there, I know there's a lot of Hall of Fame collectors. Most of them you're going to see when he signed baseballs. You want to see them on a side panel. You want to see him signed from top to bottom, just like you're seeing right here. So this is a 5-figure baseball today. They are rare, even though he's a common $200 for maybe $300 for a government postcard. You're looking at $300 to $500 for a Hall of Fame signed postcard. If you want him on a baseball, be prepared to dole out 4 figures easily. You want an inscription like Hall of Fame, which I know is a big deal these days. Get expected to spend even more. So like I said, they are out there. They're not impossible. They're just very expensive. So again, if we go to eBay real quick, right here, you can see what they're selling for the postcards. They're selling probably about $550, $600. I don't know why this one sold twice. My guess is the first bought or returned it. It says $480 for government postcard. I think that's a little high, whoever bought this, but again, I think it's real. And now you're down to $300. And again, even if you go to the active listings, I mean, he's not terribly rare. He pops up a lot. So I mean, like I said, he was a very, very active signer. So now this is a very, I can't even see it. I mean, I know who the seller is. His prices are usually very high, but he sells good stuff. But again, this is what you want to see with the Wahoo Sam Crawford. I don't think it's a 5-figure ball necessarily. I'm just scrolling down here. It's definitely not an $1,800 autograph. So, I mean, most of the stuff, the letters are very nice. This, like I said, his stuff is out there. It's not rare. Now, real quickly before we go, I want to address Ron does talk about one potential, I want to be careful here, forgery in the market, and that's a baseball with like this right here that has an inscription and to the side, and I can see you again where he's coming from. We could, like, I don't know if I could scroll in any more right here on this. You could look right here. It's kind of slowly drawn, the Crawford, and like right here, the C usually rolls into the R. It looks like the pen came off the C and it's a 2-stroke C. You could definitely see some hesitations here. Whoever did this knows that, I'm not saying if it is real, that to connect the L to the E, but it should be one nice consistent autograph. And it's very sloppy. Excuse me. And again, there's just a lot of hesitation here. I just want to bring up the one more side panel right here. This was signed in 1954. So granted, he was older, but he wasn't. So let's see, he was 88. He was 74 years old. So again, even in the 70s, he was signing nicely. So, I mean, this has a full JSA, shocker, and are like a PSA DNA pre-certified. So I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's bad. I mean, it's such a rare autograph on a baseball. If you're into spending that kind of money, definitely do your research. Like I said, you're looking at 4 figures on a baseball with an inscription, 5 figures. If he, like I said, if he inscribed, you definitely want to look at it. It should be on the side baseball going down, not across, like where we go over the sweet spot. So that's what it with Sam Crawford. I mean, he's a great add to your collection. There's a few T206 out there, maybe a couple, 1 or 2. But we're going to move on to another great player, but a very common autograph, and that's Joe Cronin, longtime Boston Red Sox guys. God, we're finally getting through the season almost. This is like exciting to me. But that is about it. So until next time, as always, keep collecting.